I'm sure that when Disney and Marvel Studios saw how quickly Jonathan Majors' star was rising in Hollywood, they were thrilled, because this is the guy that they decided is going to be their big villain for the next several movies in the MCU, for the next massive arc in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, when they cast Jonathan Majors as Kang, despite Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania getting destroyed at the box office. It's an embarrassment. It will lose money for Marvel. One of the positives that did come out of that was everybody kept talking about his performance as Kang. Well, now it looks like Marvel Studios has a massive problem on their hands, because that very same actor is in big trouble. Ant-Man 3 star Jonathan Majors arrested for assault. We broke this story last night when it came out that he was in fact arrested for some incident involving a woman, involving strangulation, involving assault, involving harassment. And he did get arrested. He did get taken to jail. Jonathan Majors, we got to make this very clear, his representative has said this is completely and totally false. He did not do this. We look forward to clearing it up. We've certainly seen false allegations in the past. Look at all the things Amber Heard put Johnny Depp through. But for right now, this is what we know. And it's continuing to get worse, because not only has he just been getting wrecked, if you look at these trending topics, Jonathan Majors has been trending with Ezra Miller throughout the entirety of the night and into the next day. A lot of people just roasting him, making those comparisons. I myself even said it looks like Jonathan Majors probably has to come out as non-binary if he wants to get the Ezra Miller treatment to stay cast in these roles. Now we're hearing other things from people who have worked with Jonathan Majors in the past, who are in the industry, who are saying this isn't a surprise, and a lot of people knew about these things, just didn't come forward, which some of this shit comes out of the woodwork. Again, these are all just allegations. Nothing's been proven, but here it is. Avengers 5 lead actor accused of vicious abusive behavior by directors following his arrest. Following Jonathan Majors' arrest, the actor received major backlash, being labeled, among things, a vicious, cruel, abusive human being. And you do have a couple people in the film industry, including A.B. Allen. Know nothing about this guy other than he has pronouns in his bio, which inherently just makes me not like him. But he said something back in February. This is back on February 14th. There's a particular actor, relatively new to the scene, who Twitter has violently fallen head over heels for, who in actuality is a vicious, cruel, abusive human being, both professionally and in his personal life. Every new viral thirst tweet about him drives me insane. Someone said, now we know who this tweet was about. He replied, ding, 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 ding. So apparently back then he was referring precisely to Jonathan Majors. When pressed why the user will now not share more, despite the public seemingly seeing evidence, A.B. Allen explained that it would still expose people who have been hurt. Quote, the specifics of what I know, unfortunately, would still expose people who have been hurt and deserve not to become some part of some larger media inquiry if they don't want to. So I'm not going to get into details, but now y'all know what his deal is. So, and he wasn't the only person. You had someone who's a Broadway actor and director, Tim Nicolai, offered support on Twitter in now deleted posts. A big threat that he did delete. I'm sure it's archived out there somewhere, but we have the quotes. He said, it's strangely a relief to know other humans were out there who understand. I'm just going to say this about Jonathan Majors and be done with it. Folks at Yale and the broader NYC community have known about him for years. He's a sociopath, an abuser, and that's how virtually everyone speaks about him. It's a shame it took him this long to be reported. He said, I'm already seeing a bunch of people saying, why didn't you do anything? People have tried, ultimately needed a victim to come forward. It's both simultaneously awful to know he's still doing this and a relief that he may never get to again. A bunch of us are close with people he's directly harmed. I don't know if they will speak on it. Literally, people, Jonathan Majors did this to, are texting me right now. It's not, I heard. This is getting a lot worse, like very, very quickly. Again, blood in the water for somebody like this. Somebody who's on the top of the world, everybody's talking about, yeah, no one's going to put this kind of drama out there. But now that he's been arrested, now that seemingly some other people have seen this, now it's all coming out. I have no idea what's real and what's not. I have no love for Jonathan Majors. I also have no hate for Jonathan Majors. I'm really very neutral about the guy. Obviously, we talked about Ezra Miller, all the stuff that came out about Ezra Miller when that came out. We're going to talk about this as well, but this has much bigger implications because Marvel has decided to structure an entire phase and maybe more of the Marvel Cinematic Universe around this dude. Now, Ant-Man Quantumania was a fucking nightmare. It was a disaster. It's a flop and a failure at the box office. Jonathan Majors, I guess, was a positive coming out of that. If you could get a silver lining there for how people felt about him. I'm not sure how, if anyone's like, yes, this is the future of the MCU and it can be no one else but him. Maybe Marvel gets forced into a recast. We're very early on in this, but already overnight, it has gotten so much worse for Jonathan Majors and so much worse for the MCU. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.